everybody, and welcome to Racing from
Delaware Park.
Delaware Park. I'm Rich Glazier, and we're going to take a look at our first Wednesday of the meet. And 9 races on tap today, so things are looking good. And despite the early morning rains, the track dried up and we were fast. No turf yet. Waiting till Memorial Day weekend, I'm told, but maybe we'll start earlier if we can. Anyway, we had 9 races on the fast main track today, including a nice maiden special weight to start. But before we start, we had a special presentation out in the paddock today. You might be interested in this. Let's give a look. Hello, everybody, and welcome to beautiful Delaware Park. We're ready for our first Wednesday card of the meet. It's our 3rd day overall together. We welcome you out in simulcast land to Delaware Park. Got a cloudy day, but the main track is fast. And before we get started with the first race, I'm going to introduce the Executive Director of Racing here at Delaware Park, Mr. John Mooney. He's got a special presentation. John?
Rich, thank you very much. I'm very pleased and honored today to be giving a presentation to our announcer, John Curran. John Curran is celebrating his 35th year as the announcer here at Delaware Park. He's done a tremendous job, as you all know, and his voice is the voice of Delaware and known across the country and throughout the United States. Congratulations and thank you for all you've done for us, John. It's been a marvelous 35 years, I'm sure.
John, what's the secret to going 35 years calling races?
Showing up every day, as they say. You show up, you do your job, and I feel very fortunate to be here at Delaware Park. I used to come here when I was a kid with my family in the good old days in the 60s and 70s, watch some great racing at Delaware Park, and it's expanded to now a casino, sports betting parlor, you name it there. And I've been very fortunate, met some great horsemen, great jockeys, people to work with. I've called the maiden starts for lots of great horses that started here at Delaware Park, like Barbaro, Fleet Alex, Hard Spun, Havre de Grace, and you name it there. We've seen a lot of good horses come through here, so it's been a pleasure. And every year right now, I'm adding on to the total there. I'm not sure how many more years I'm going to have, but they'll put me out to retire pretty soon, I'm sure. But it's been a pleasure, and I really enjoyed my time here.
Can you
set an all-time record? I'm not sure there's been another announcer go 35 years in the same facility.
I believe Ed Burkhardt and Los Alamitos and Trevor Demon and I all have the record at the most years at a track, and I think we're tied right now. I guess it's to see who drops first. It could be me.
Well, John, I've been your unofficial backup announcer. I've called maybe 6 or 7 races. Is that all you've missed in 35 years?
I had the chicken pox one year, so I actually missed a Derby day and a week after that there. And I've had a few little but outside of that, I think I've had like 32 years of not missing a day or something like that. So, another year, and maybe I'll make it through this year. We'll see how things turn out at the end of the year.
Okay, well, he mentioned sports betting and horse racing, and he hasn't missed many of those bets himself either. So, John, you need to get up to the booth. Thank you, and congratulations on a job well done.
Thank you, Rich. I appreciate it, John. And for the people at Delaware Park, I appreciate being somewhere for 35 years there. It's hard to do in this business.
Okay. All right. Congratulations to John. That's a long time to be up in that booth calling those races, and he does a great job. All right, here's the field for the opener. Scratch to 2. Wild Drive. Favorite was on the rail, King Nakia. Here's Mr. Curran with the call.
And they're off. It's a pretty good start for them all. They come away evenly. King Nakia toward the inside is joined by, up on the outside, Smart Time. Then toward the inside, that's Top Hat and Tie as they make their way down the back stretch. Or alongside Egregious, and Galerio settles in the 5th as they move toward the half-mile marker. On the front end, it is King Nakia showing the way with Smart Time. The 2 favorites are hooking up with just under a half-mile to go. They've got 5 lengths on Smart Tail and Top as they make their way into the turn, followed by Egregious, and the trailer is Galerio. They've still got 3/8 to go. On the front end, it's still King Nakia battling with Smart Time, but Smart Time is edged away by a length and a quarter. King Nakia trying to stay with that one. Then about 8 lengths further back, Egregious is on the move in third, but has a lot of ground to make up. followed by Top Hat and White Tie as they hit the top of the stretch. On the front end, it's Smart Time running a big one. Opens up 4 lengths on King Nakia. It's far back. They're battling for the balance, but it's all Smart Time. An impressive debut. Smart Time will win going away for Victor Carrasco. Eased up in the final 70 yards. Wins it by about 8 or 9 lengths. King Nakia clearly second best. Battle for third. Galera.
Wow, Smart Time, an impressive win here in the opener, and did it in Smart Time, 109 and 4. Another victory for Victor Carrasco. For Claudio Gonzalez, had a couple wins on Monday. Don Alberto Corp, the owner. Smart Time, a firster by Bernardini, 540, 260, 220. King Nakia with Suarez, 220, 210. Gallerio with Rosado, 620. Exacta 720, the try 5180, and no superfecta in that first race. Race 2, here's the field. Scratched the 4, lost on the stairs, and the 6 Spring Chicken. Even money favorite was Polarization.
And they're off. Looked like Big Mama got away a step slow there, giving the field about 4 or 5 lengths at the start. Foxy Joxy way well goes for that lead up on the outside. Polarization chasing in second. Miss Gray has the rail in third as they move down the backstretch. Banana Cova up on the far outside. Score early and often. Next to line, then a gap of over 3 lengths to the trailer. The slow starting Big Mama. Half mile to go on the front end. It's Foxy Joxy by a length and a half over Polarization and Miss Gray. Banana Cova's right there alongside of that one in third and beginning to move up now. Next in line, that Score early and often, and the trailer still is Big Mama about 6 lengths front to back. Polarization now takes over and does it rather easily, it appears. Leads it by about a length and a quarter. Up on the outside, Banana Cova's on the move, followed by Foxy Joxy right there to the inside. Miss Gray not doing enough right now. Then comes Score early and often, and Big Mama as they head for home. They've got Polarization to catch. She leads it by 4. Banana Cova chasing. Score early and often rallies on the far outside with a furlong to go. Polarization still by 3.5 lengths, closing in. Score early and often, but it's Polarization and Trevor McCarthy holding on gamely. Score early and often with a late charge, but it's not quite enough. We'll lose it by about a neck. Getting through was Miss Gray.
And Polarization gets the job done for Clever Trevor McCarthy for Hugh McMahon and Danny Lemongelli. For $23.220, Trevor was the leading jockey at Laurel, which just ended on Sunday. Pimlico starts tomorrow. Score early and often was second with Geraldo, 563.20. Miss Gray was Cintron, 260. Exacta 2020 to try 47.60. First double of the day, $15. Super with the 5, 62.20. And that takes us to the third. This one had 6 furlongs. I've scratched the 4. Get over it. The 4 to 5 favorite, Wappinger. Here's Johnny.
And they're off. Pretty even start for them all. Dangerous Talent goes for that lead. Pride Leader moves up on the inside quickly to challenge. Actually, all 5 across the track right now. You can hardly separate them all. Again, we have about 4 across the track. Battling on the far outside, it's Wappinger. Naughty Girl, the only one taken back off the leaders as they make their way down the back stretch. Pride Leader toward the inside. DeRay is right there. Dangerous Talent far outside. Wappinger, they're still just a half length apart. And Naughty Girl is right there behind that group, all still with a shot. But Pride Leader begins to drop back as they race into the turn. On the front end, DeRay joined by Wappinger. Now, on the outside, trying to kick it in. Pride Leaders coming back for more as they make their way around the turn. Dangerous Town has dropped out of it. Still, we have 4 now, a different 4 across the track. Toward the inside, it's DeRay. Wappinger is there with Pride Leader and Naughty Girl. Those 4 still with a shot as they turn for home. Now, maybe down to 2. Wappinger on the inside. Pride Leader on the outside. These 2 are head-to-head, a furlong from home. Wappinger's holding on gamely, beginning to edge away. Pride Leader made a bold effort there, but Wappinger's holding that one at bay. Wappinger, Pride Leader. Wappinger will prevail by a head over Pride Leader.
Wappinger taking that one for Avery Wisman. Niall Seville for High Kings Racing LLC. 360, 260, 210. Pride leader with Rivera, 420, 240. DeRay with Katie Davis, 210. Exacta 1460, try 3540, double. 1180, pick 3, 2040. And there was no superfecta in the third. To race 4 we go. Moving right along on this Wednesday card. Fast track, scratched the... frankly, my dear, the 4 was scratched. Red Butler. Also take out the 7. And the 4 to 5 favorite was Oxbro.
And they're off. Looked like the 5. Oxbro got away in a bit of a tangle there. To the inside, Keon breaks well, goes for that lead, followed by Bannon. Poppy's 2-step up on the far outside. In between horses, Charging Line. Once again, we have 4 across the track in the early going. The slow starter Oxbro settles in the 5th as they move around the first turn. But Keon comes out on top, opens up 2.5 lengths on Bannon. A length further back to Charging Line as they quickly straighten out single file. Toward the inside, it's Poppy's 2-step moving up, and the trailer continues to be Oxbow as they make their way down the back stretch. Opening quarter in 24 and 3, leisurely tempo being set by Keon, leads it by length over Bannon. Length and a further back to Charging Line, followed by Poppy's 2-step and 2 more lengths to Oxbro at the back. Not much is changing as they make their way toward the half-mile marker, and Keon dictating that tempo, still by length over Bannon right there in second. 2 lengths further back to Charging Line, Poppy's 2-step with the rail, and Oxbro's moved a bit closer in 5th, only about 4 lengths from front to back. They went the half in 48 and 4. They race into the turn with Keon to catch. Bannon still stalking in second. It's about 2.5 lengths further back. Now Oxbro trying to rally in between horses. Charging Line right alongside, and Poppy's 2-step. Even that one still has a shot with 3/8 to go. On the front end, they're beginning to bunch up. Bannon takes over from Keon, who's thrown in the towel, it appears. Up on the outside, Charging Line. And right between them, it's Oxbro as they turn for a home. On the outside, Charging Line is charging to the front. Also joined by Oxbro. Despite that bad start, Oxbro's running a big one on the inside. Charging Line on the outside. These two are going to fight to the left. How much does Oxbro have left? Oh, apparently a lot as Oxbro begins to edge away. Oxbro, despite the start, holding gamely. Charging Line just missing in second. Tight for
That's
third.
when they say miles the best. Oxbro had a bad start, dropped way behind the field, and still got up and won. Very patiently handled by the defending leading jockey Carol Cedeno for Marcus Vitale. You'll be hearing from him. Marcus Vitale and Gary Reese, the owners. 380, 240, 210. Charging Line with Korea, 220, 210. Bannon with Mania, $4. Exacta 720, the try, $50. Double 780. Pick 3, 1660. And pick 4, 4360. And no super in that one. So very formful day thus far on our first Wednesday. Field of 6 going in the 5th race at Delaware Park. Pick out one you like. The favorite was My Eminence.
And they're off. Nice even start. Asphalt Paving being hustle for that lead up on the outside. The gray My Eminence going with that one. Far outside, Final Prospect looking for a spot. Standguard has the rail. Next in line, that's Etruscan. And Major Attitude will settle on that 6th spot as they make their way around the first turn. Asphalt Paving in front by about 1.25 lengths. My Eminence well in hand settles nicely in second. Then a gap of 3 lengths to Final Prospect, taking over sole position of third as they make their way around that first turn. Etruscan toward the outside of Standguard, and the trailer is Major Attitude, about 8 or 9 lengths off that leader. Opening quarter was 23 seconds flat, and Asphalt Paving leads it by a length. My Eminence is right there in a good stalking spot second. 4 lengths further back to Final Prospect, going solo in third. Then a gap of over 2.5 lengths to Etruscan Standguard. Another 4 lengths further back to Major Attitude as they make their way toward the half-mile marker. Your opening half goes in 46 and 4. Good, solid tempo being set on the front end. My Eminence, Asphalt Paving. Final Prospect right now a closer third. Then comes Etruscan and Standguard, and Major Attitude at the back of the pack is beginning to pick up some momentum. They've got just over 3/8 to go, and now My Eminence to the front by 2. Final Prospect chasing second. Asphalt Paving's dropping back. From the back of the pack, Major Attitude's making a 3-wide bid. Etruscan is there, and the trailer is Standguard as they hit the top of the stretch with My Eminence showing the way by a clear 2.5 lengths. In between horses, Final Prospect. Major Attitude continues a strong rally from the back of the pack. Was last down the backside, now begins to kick it in. Down toward the inside, also trying to slip on through. That's Etruscan with a run. Those three across the track. Etruscan is slipping on through. Major Attitude is hanging on the outside. Etruscan edging away, battling back. It's My Eminence. Etruscan will win it. Tight for second with My Eminence and Major.
And it was Etruscan to take that one, a double for clever Trevor McCarthy. Jamie Ness gets his first win of the meet. This one for Madison Avenue Racing Stable and Jagger Incorporated. This one royally bred by Bernardini at a proud spell. Second winner for Bernardini on the card today. Used to be Larry Jones's horse. Etruscan pays $580, $320, $260. Placed second, and the DQ Major Attitude with Vargas $620, $340. Placed third, number 6, Final Prospect with Q's, $3. The 5, My Eminence, disqualified from second to fourth. The Exacta 33, the Try 97.80, Double 16.20, Pick 3 14.80, and the Super with the 5 91.70.
Claimed.
Yeah, Final Prospect was claimed by Jamie Ness. On to the 6th we go. Just a short field of 5 to go in this one. Minute to Stardom was the 3 to 5 favorite. Let's see if the parade of favorites continues.
And they're off. Minute to Stardom breaks well, goes right for that lead. Up alongside. Quickly on the move, there's Timeless Treasure, the challenge in the early going. Margie's Money settles nicely in the third, then a gap to Velocito Brillante, and Buffs and Love is at the back. Minute to Stardom on the front end. Apparently going easy, it appears, by 3 parts of a length. Timeless Treasure is trying to stay with that one in second. 2 lengths to Margie's Money in third, then a gap of 3.5 lengths further back to Velocito Brillante and the trailer Buffs and Love. They're racing single file as they speed into the turn. Opening quarter 22-1, and Minute to Stardom appears to be still going easily on the front end. Leads it by 2 lengths now over Timeless Treasure. 2.5 lengths to Margie's Money, followed by Velocito Brillante, and the trailer still Buffs and Love at the top of the stretch. Minute to Stardom still under a hand ride, it appears. Opens up 4 in the field. They cover the half in 45-1, and Minute to Stardom in front by 4 lengths still. Margie's Money, Timeless Treasure, Velocito Brillante all chasing, but Minute to Stardom still in command with just over 16th to go, now being set down for the drive and has plenty left. Minute to Stardom got all the early money, and it was wise money indeed. Wins it by 3.5. Margie's Money getting second. Timeless Treasure.
And it indeed was the favorite. Minute to Stardom easily gets the job done. Sin, if you didn't bet on Cintron, Alex Cintron for Jose Camejo and the Britlin Stable Incorporated. Fairground Shipper, 320, 220, 210. Margie's Money with Russell, 360, 220. Timeless Treasure with McCarthy, 240. Exact $8. Try 2040, double 1120. Pick 3, $11. And no superfecta in the 6th. On to the 7th we go. Had a scratch in here, the 6th Limited View. This distance again, 6 furlongs. Here's John Curran.
And they're off. Even start for them all. Shimmering Aspen breaks well, the favorite right there on the outside. Angel War going to go with her. Lady by Choice toward the inside. Wow, what a brat. And Adios Annie is at the back as they move down the back stretch. Angel at War has it by about 2 lengths now over Shimmering Aspen. Lady by Choice to the inside of that one. Adios Annie up on the outside. Those 3 across the track. Then a gap of 2.5 lengths to Wow, What a Brat. They cover the opening quarter in 22-3 as they race into the turn. Angel at War leads it by 1.25 lengths. Shimmering Aspen is edging closer, as is Adios Annie up on the outside of that one. Lady by Choice still close up 4th, and Wow What a Brat continues the trail around the bend. Angel War, Adios Annie's running a big race there, trying to challenge that one. Shimmering Aspen trying to get underway now in 3rd, followed by Lady by Choice as they turn for home. Adios Annie trying to stick ahead in front. Angel War battles back gamely on the inside. Those two will home together. Shimmering Aspen trying to kick it in now. Third, a furlong to go. Adios Andy has put away Angel War, but has Shimmering Aspen to deal with. Adios Andy's running a big one still, but Shimmering Aspen has the momentum, and Shimmering Aspen showing her class right here, edging away. Shimmering Aspen will win this by about 2 1/4. Adios Andy
And
ran
the
a good.
stakes winner, Shimmering Aspen, gets the job done. Another victory for Victor. Victor Carrasco, a double. Rodney Jenkins, who's always done well here in the years past at Delaware, the trainer, Hillwood Stable, LLC. Odds on favorite pays 320, 220, 210. Adios Annie with Toledo, 360, 260. Angel at War with Russell, 220. Exacta 940 to try, 2060. Double 560. Pick 3, 960. Look at that pick 5. That's one of the lowest too. 64.20. No superfecta. And that winner was another Delaware certified winner. We've had one, at least one, every racing day thus far. To the 8th we go, and a mile and 70 yards the distance. Scratch the plain one, Social Stranger. And the favorite in here, Vouch, at 3-2.
We're about set. And they're off. Vouch between horses. Caladan is there. Rushing up on the outside. Risque Rebel and Aspect all looking for a spot in the early going. And on the inside, Worth His Salt is also being hustled from the rail. As they race into that first turn, Vouch between horses. Worth His Salt has the inside track. Risque Rebel up on the outside. Then a gap of 2 lengths further back to Caladan and Aspect. Tattered gets along next in line, followed by Liberty Lane. And Linda's Nakia is your trailer as they make their way around that first turn. A spirited opening quarter there, 22-4. Vouch leads it by a length over Worth His Salt. Half length further back to Risque Rebel, followed by Aspect on the outside. Caladan has the inside track. Then a gap of 2 lengths to Tattered and Liberty Lane side by side, and 3 more to Linda's Nakia as they make their way down the backstretch. Vouch showing the way still by a length over Risque Rebel. Aspect is right there. Worth His Salt toward the inside. Between horses, Caladan looking for a way out. Next in line, it is Tattered, Liberty Lane 3 wide, and Linda's Nakia continues at the back as they race into the turn. Half went 46-4. It's still Vouch now fending off Aspect. Aspect making a run on the outside to challenge for that lead. Caladan now has some room and is putting in a run. Then a gap of 3 lengths further back to Worth His Salt, who's dropping back. Liberty Lane trying to move up on the outside of horses. At the top of the stretch, Aspect leads it by a length. On the inside, Vouch is gamely trying to battle back. Up on the outside, it's Caladan. 3 lengths further back to Liberty Lane. A furlong to go. Aspect trying to fend off Caladan. Caladan on the outside, Aspect on the inside. Vouch with the rail, Liberty Lane, and a late rally from Linda's Nakia. It's down to 2, Caladan and Aspect. Aspect on the inside, Caladan on the outside. Caladan gets the bob. Aspect at game second.
Stretch battle there, and it went to Caladan for Jeremy Rose to the occasion. He's off to a great start, but not as great as trainer Anthony Pecoraro. He's had a winner on Saturday, 3 on Monday, and 1 today. Phil DeCosmo, the owner, $7, $4.20, $3. Aspect, the game second with Cintron, $15.60, $6.40. Vouch with Vargas, $2.20. Exacta 74.60, tried 212.80. Double 13.80, pick 3 11.90, pick 4 45.70, super 1,000 501.70, and that winner was another Delaware certified winner, 2 in a row. Taking us now to the 9th and final for Arabian. Scratch the plain one, Belfast. Favorite was Quick and Rich on the outside.
And they're off. Pam's Masquerade breaks well, but not really being urged in the early going. In fact, nobody is really urging for that early lead. They're all content to just sit there, and looks like Pam's Masquerade is going to have that lead without much doing. Pam's Masquerade comes out on top, still running, galloping along right there with nobody really going after that early pace. Looks like Magic Man is racing in second, followed by Big Ben up on the outside, Colors in Motion. down on the inside, up on the outside, Quick and Rich, and the trailer as they make their way around that turn is Majestic. Opening quarter, and a leisurely 28-2 for the Arabians. That is slow. Down the backstretch, on the front end, it's Magic Man leading it by 3 parts of a length. Big Ben is right there. Up on the outside is Quick and Rich. Those 3 across the track. Pam's Masquerade now back in the 4th, and the gap of 2.5 lengths further back to Majestic. And Colors in Motion is your trailer as they make their way toward the half-mile marker. On the front end, it's Majestic and Big Ben right there to challenge Magic Man. Up on the outside is Quick and Rich as Pam's Masquerade is edging a bit closer with the rail as they race into the turn. Majestic is next in line, and the trailer is Colors in Motion. Magic Man continues right there on the front end, being pursued by Big Ben, and up on the outside, Quick and Rich. Those 3 are still within about a half length of each other. Right behind them, it's Pam's Masquerade, followed by Majestic. Then comes your trailer, Colors in Motion. It's still a 3-prong attack with a quarter to go. Magic Man toward the inside. Big Ben between horses. Quick and Rich. Those 3 are head to head. A furlong to go. Nobody's given an inch so far with a furlong remaining. And on the outside, Quick and Rich is trying to go by, but Magic Man on the inside and Big Ben have something to say about that. Magic Man gamely on the inside, resurgent, and Magic Man begins to edge away. It's going to be Magic Man drifting just a bit there toward the wire there. Holds on for the win up on the outside.
Wow, that was interesting. 3 of them battling down to the wire. Then the one started to draw off, but then came out right at the end, bothering the 4 Big Ben. And there was our first disqualification on the win position. So disqualified was the 1A. Moved up was the last horse in the last weight race, the favorite again, Quick and Rich, with Jose Garcia for trainer Lynn Ashby and owner Tom Fritz. $3, $2.20, $2.10. Place second, number 4, Big Ben with Cedeno, $4, $2.20, and disqualified from first, and place third for coming out in the stretch, Magic Man with Suarez, $2.20. So that made the exotics the following numbers: 6 and 4 exacta, $11.60. 6-4-1 try, $18.40. 6-6 double, $14.80. Pick 3, $19.60. And the final superfecta, $49.40. And that is a wrap on our first Wednesday, day number 3 for the 2019 meet. And we had our biggest handle of the day so far on this 9-race card. 1,646,213. So not a bad start to the meet here. Our next live racing day is Saturday. Now we are going to run Thursdays starting May the 30th, but not yet. So the next few Thursdays will be dark. So that means you have Thursday and Friday simulcast only, and there'll be a simulcast show, of course. And then next live racing day, Saturday. All right, that'll do it for tonight's show. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and good night.